Man, this your big brother K-Rino. Look, I got to give this to my folks, man, so y'all will understand something. Um, we all trying to accomplish things in life. At least we should all be trying to accomplish. If you're not trying to accomplish something in life, then you need to reevaluate your life. But in doing so, sometimes we make the mistake of just being too um, OCD. You have a good plan, and it's a good foundation, good basic principles laid out, and then you start getting worried. You start adding different little elements to it. You start saying, well, maybe I should do this. Okay, maybe I should do that. All these different things. And you get to the point where, as smart as you are, you start to outsmart yourself. You ever been cooking something or seen somebody cooking something and they adding too much seasoning in it, they putting too much other stuff in it, they getting too fancy with it, and before you know it, you taking a good meal and just messed it all up. When in reality, the best way to prepare it would have been to just keep it as simple as it could be. Everything is not made to just be some um, calculus equation, some astronomical formula to get the solution. And we are so adamant about accomplishing our goal, we're so focused on getting what it is we're trying to get done that we put pressure on ourselves a lot of times. And let me say that pressure is cool. I don't want y'all to think, well, man, you shouldn't put pressure on. Nah, I feel like you should put pressure on yourself if you're trying to really get somewhere. Because when you are too relaxed, when you're too lackadaisical about it, or you don't feel a sense of urgency about it, then a lot of times you may not get it done. But when you think about your life, anytime that you were in a situation that, man, I got to get this done, I'm up against it, you feel that pressure, you usually put it off. So that does need to be a certain degree of pressure that you put on yourself to make it happen. If you are a head of a household, of a family, and you got bills to pay, and you got children and people that you need to support that depend on you, then that's a level of pressure that you put on yourself every single day to get it done. You should be like that with your individual goals as well. Don't look at it as something that is optional. But reverting back to the subject, even in that, with all that I just said, sometimes we can outsmart ourselves. You adding all these different, I watched this particular video, man. Yeah, I read this book on this, and it says that you shouldn't do this, you should do this, and then I was studying the words of Professor such and such, and he said, and then you putting all that stuff together, and it messes you up. Just throws you all the way off. And there's an old saying that is not 100% true, but it's elements of it that is true in certain situations. It's contextual. And that saying goes, you study long, you study wrong. Now, like I said, it's not always 100% true, because sometimes, many times you have to go through long courses of study on certain things in order to really master it. But this saying applies to things that are really, or should be really, approached from a simplistic angle, and you just all over the place. You just all over the place. You just, no, man, see, I need to get from here to the door. I'm going to climb out my window, walk all the way around, pick the lock to the front door, come back through the front door just to get through the door that's right there. That type of principle, that type of stuff. Always seek the most logical solution. That's what you should always do. And people will say, well, man, nah, man, you should never try to take the easy way out. If the most logical solution is the easiest solution and it gets the job done, then that's not you being lazy, or that's not you taking, well, I don't want to say taking a shortcut. That's not you being lazy. That's not you being trifling. It's just making sense. Because guess what? There's other things that need to be done. We got other work to do. So I see a lot of people who literally, this is the honest truth, I see people who literally spend years working on certain projects. And I'm not just talking about music. I'm just talking about just life projects and community stuff and music too, of course. But just you talk to them and say, what you got going on, man? Oh, man, trying to get my thing on it. That thing you was working on in 2015. And there are projects that exist that take a while to develop. But some things, man, come on, man. You wasting a lot of time because you're putting too much time into something that doesn't necessarily require that much time. We got to get this done and move on to the next thing. But we sitting around sciencing too much and second guessing and doubting and implementing this and that, and you just outsmarted yourself into nothing, and all the while people are just, cars are zooming by, people just passing you up. We got to pick up the pace, and we got to learn to understand what is the most logical and practical solutions to the things that we're trying to get accomplished. They say work smarter, not harder. You can work hard, but the key thing to do is to figure out how to work more efficiently. Even if you're working hard, you want to work hard and smart, but the key is to work efficient. And for that efficient work to be effective, you can get a lot done in a little amount of time. You can get a lot done with less effort if you figure out how to do so. But man, don't be sitting around for 9 hours working on something that you should have had done in 1. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I hope this helps somebody. We got a lot of people that, we get paranoid. Well, maybe, or what if? Just get to it, man. All right, peace.